Welcome back, John and Kendra. Smiley are joining us on the couches. Good morning.
Good morning.
Ready to give a little parenting advice?
Ready.
All right, let's look at today's question. It reads, it really bothers me when people are late. How can I teach my kids the importance of being on time? So what do you think?
Well, I noticed that prompt came up a little late.
A little late,
I think that was very good. They're kind of, and I think one of the things we need to look at is why are people late? Kids and adults. And I made a couple of notes here. One thing is sometimes it's a habit. And habits are hard to change. And the question, I guess, that these parents are going to have to deal with is, does their child want to change? You know, because that has to be, the desire has to be there. It can be a form of rebellion.
Yes.
Especially if we're talking about teens and tweens, that's right. Some people just plain don't value punctuality. And it's kind of, you know, if the parents aren't setting a model for punctuality, that might be a problem there too. And then one last thing I had, and sometimes people are late because of disorganization.
Yes.
You know, like maybe sometimes I change my clothes a few too many times before it's time to walk out the door.
Right, and so how can we help this mom? I think Kendra hit on the first thing, and that's modeling. Parents modeling being on time is huge. If the parents are on time, probably the kids are going to pick up on that. Techie stuff helps kids today. Buzzers on smartphones. You couldn't used to do that in the old days. Now you can set reminders. Okay, 10 minutes up, I need to be doing that. That's really good. Encouragement. Parents encourage their kids to be on time. We had a music teacher that used to tell the kids to be on time is to be late, to be early is to be on time, to be late is to be rude. And so that's something that parents can you know, talk to their kids about. And I think probably the last thing, and the one that's the most important in my view of being on time, and that's what you tell your kids when they're late, what they're telling the other people. And what you're basically telling the other people is that you are more important than they are. And that's you know, it's an interesting thing, and I think most of us, if we're late, we're really not trying to say that.
No.
I
promise.
But essentially, that's really, you know, that your time is more precious than their time. And when I was in the Air Force, I had a commander that took care of this, and this is one of the things that helps, I think, kids be on time, and that is when the meeting started, he would close the door and lock it, and you could not get in. And then you had to go in and explain to him why you weren't in your chair at the right time. And that's something that you can, if people around kids would do that, you know, start things on time, and I mean, maybe not shut the door, that's pretty drastic.
No dinner for you.
There are consequences.
Yes, exactly right. Exactly.
Very good.
Yeah, exactly right.
I'm learning a little from the Smileys here. All right, well, if you've got a question for the Smileys that you'd like them to tackle, send it over to their website. And if we answer it here on the air, you'll get a free copy of one of their books. Thanks so much.
Thank you.